Hello and welcome to this video where I'll be talking about planning workouts in a week. Choosing proper exercises, sets and rests is a very important aspect of creating a successful training plan, but arranging the workouts properly throughout the week is another crucial element. How many training days and how many rest days a week? Should I do full body workout every session or push-pull splits? What order of workouts is going to be the most optimal? Those questions need to be answered in order to create a workout plan that can give you the best results. You can't really talk about training plan creation without specifying training goals or how long do you train, so I'll be using a few examples to cover most of the people interested in creating such a plan. Someone who just started training and wants to get stronger and put on some muscles. In that case, I recommend doing 3 full body workouts a week. Full body workout means that you train every major muscle group in a single training session. If you're a beginner, your muscles are not used to long and strenuous effort, so one set for every muscle group is going to be enough to fatigue your body. 3 training days and 4 rest days makes a lot of options for arrangement in the week. Basically, you just need to put a rest day between training sessions and it's going to be okay. After a month or 2, you can add 1 more training session, because 3 a week will eventually become easy for you. With 4 workouts a week, you have to do 2 of them one after another, so take this into consideration when planning the rest days. Second example is basically someone who has been doing what I just said in the first example for a few months. After this time, you build up a lot of strength and endurance, and your muscles are able to withstand longer and more demanding workouts. This is why it is a good moment to introduce push-pull splits. This way the muscle groups that do the most work in these splits will get much more fatigued in a single training session. Push sessions usually uses mostly your shoulders, chest and triceps, whereas pull sessions targets back muscles and biceps. Legs and ab workout can be assigned to these groups as well, but I prefer to treat them as separate session. The push-pull splits requires at least 4 sessions a week, because training a particular muscle group once a week is not sufficient. This is how the split can look like if you're adding legs and ab work to those sessions. However, if you're able to squeeze in 5 or 6 training sessions a week, I recommend doing a plan which looks like this. That's a lot of workouts, but they're usually much more shorter in comparison to full body workouts. You can see my example push session here if you're interested to see how it can look like. I've covered very general training goals so far, like getting stronger or putting on muscles. But what if you train for specific strength skills like planche, front lever or human flag? First of all, I don't recommend training for more than 2 skills at a time. It's better to focus on getting them one by one than train all at once. Besides, training 5 or 6 strength skills could potentially take all your time and strength in a week, leaving no time for reinforcing your basic fundamental strength. So let's assume you train for front lever and planche. I personally like to combine the skill with push-pull split, so we can put front lever into pull sessions and planche into push sessions. You will start every pull session by doing 2 or 3 exercises of front lever progressions, and after that get to a regular pull session, and that means pull-ups, rows and so on. The same goes for planche, 2 or 3 planche progressions at the beginning of every push session, and then all the push-ups and presses. This way you will always train skills having the most strength and finish off the muscles with easier, more basic exercises. Keep in mind that this way the workouts get significantly longer, so squeezing it all into 4 sessions might be too much. That's why I prefer to train legs and abs in a separate workout. What if you already have some skills that you've been training for months and don't want to lose them while training for other skills? You can do 1 quick session a week where you do a few sets of holds of all your skills you want to maintain, maybe before legs and abs, maybe separately. If you already can do a skill, in most cases you just need to remind your body what it takes to perform it. For example, I can do back levers even if I don't train them for a long time. I've got the strength, but just need to remind myself which muscles have to be activated and how it feels to be in that position every now and then. This way you maintain skills without putting a lot of time to it. If you have a lot of different training sessions and can't fit them in a week maintaining enough rest days, then you can change your training cycle. Usually we plan workouts in a 7-day cycle because we are used to live in this repeatable period of time. That means every Monday you do the same training session or rest every Sunday. What if 7 days is not enough to contain your ideal training cycle, or it's simply too much? Then you should just change it. Let's assume the same training goals as in the previous example. Proper training cycle for those training goals can look like this: front lever plus pull sessions, then planche plus push sessions, and then abs with legs in a single session. After this block you should do a rest day. That's 4 days that can be repeated over and over again. If you would stick to a 7-day cycle, you would be 1 day short to fit 2 cycles into the week, so you'd have to cut 1 training session or 1 rest day. That's not optimal. By changing the training cycle for 4 days, you just repeat this training block every 4 days, regardless of the day of the week. However, that's where this method has its weakest point. We live and plan in 7-day cycle, so it's not very convenient to have your training sessions and different days every week. But if you're able to maintain such a plan, then it's the most successful in my opinion. I hope I covered most of the possible training goals you'll all have. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. If you need help with calisthenics, would like to learn skills like human flag, front lever or planche, or you're a beginner and could use a guidance, then check out my Patreon page for details. If you like my videos, please subscribe to the channel. Thanks and see you next time.